Hey guys, what's up? So Star Wars: The Last Jedi is just actually released everywhere in cinemas. So I'm gonna go and actually go over some legitimate deep spoilers. So if you haven't watched The Last Jedi yet, just come back when you've watched this. It actually revolves Luke and Kylo Ren. It's actually the last fight between Kylo Ren and Luke. So Luke appears on the planet Krayt. It's where all the rebels have uh, sneaked off to, so the actual so the First Order don't kill him, and. And then the First Order blow this door off this rebel base, but Luke actually speaks to Leia and saying, "I've got to stop this." So Luke comes out through the door, and then Kylo Ren goes, "I want every gun cannon we have on him," and just everything just shoots at Luke, and then loads of from because it's planet Krayt, all the debris falls on him and stuff. Then he walks out from when the dust settles and just scrapes the dust off his shoulder. Then Kylo's like, "Oh, send me down there." So Kylo goes down to where Luke is, and he actually comes face to face to him, and then Kylo says to Luke, "Oh, have you come to save my soul? Have you come to forgive me?" And then Luke says, "No, I haven't," and ignites his lightsaber, and then Kylo just swings and slashes at Luke, and Luke just dodges it. It's basically a cooler version of what Yoda does, but that's a cooler. And then Luke says, "Oh, I failed you, Ben. I'm sorry." And then Kylo says, "I'm sure you are." And he says, "The Resistance is dead. The war's over." And goes, "I'm going to kill you." And when I would have killed the last Jedi. Then Luke says, "Amazing. Everything you just said, every word that you just said is actually wrong." He also says the rebellion is reborn, and the war isn't over; it's just begun. And it says, "And I will not be the last Jedi." And Kylo said, and he's referencing to Rey. And Kylo says, "I will destroy her and you and all of it." Luke turns off his lightsaber. Says, "No, strike me down in anger, and I will always be with you, just like your father." Then Kylo runs at Luke with full force, screaming in anger, and he slashes through Luke. And then he turns around and looks at Luke, shocked that he has no scratch on him whatsoever. And then Kylo walks up to him and just stabs him. And then a little glowing thing comes up like a Force ghost. I actually thought he was actually dead the whole time, Luke, but he wasn't. And then it appears to him on Ahch-To with his legs crossed, floating in the air with all his might, using the Force to project his image on the planet Krayt to distract Kylo Ren and the First Order so the rebels can actually escape. And then Kylo's like, "No," and shouts in anger. And then Luke says, "See you around, kid." It's kind of like a reference to what Han Solo says. He always calls Luke kid. And then Kylo just screams, "No." Then it cuts to Ahch-To. Luke's all exhausted, he's struggling to move. And throughout this whole movie, Luke's fully he's cut himself off from the Force. And then Luke looks at the sun, and the sun's about to settle on Ahch-To. And it's kind of a resemblance to New Hope when Luke looks at the sun. Luke looks at the two suns on Tatooine. I feel like it's kind of a reference to that. And then he's just looking at the sunset even, and a tear comes running down his cheek, and he just smiles because he's connected with the Force. He's at peace, and then he just disappears to how Obi-Wan disappears and how Yoda disappears, and that is how Luke actually dies in this movie. I've read this on Reddit before, but I wanted to see it for myself, and I thought it was actually amazingly done. Rian Johnson's got some fucking balls to do a move like that, and I thought I would hate it as well. So just let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you hate this, how Luke died, or are you actually glad how they did it? We've never seen this Force project image before. Me personally, I thought it was awesome because we've never seen anything before like this, and I can't wait to see if Luke's going to be in this the third one to train Rey. So yeah, I love that. I love the movie and I love this scene. So let me know what you guys think of the movie and this final battle scene. Don't forget, and just let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.